Welcome back to Day Trade Like a Pro. It is Monday, November 8th. It is 6:13 Pacific time, and we're going to jump over here and look at the S&P 500. Now, this morning we did a pre-market that wrapped up just right before the open of the regular trading hours, and I want to show you how that all played out. So let's kind of recap a few things. So we said a couple of things that it would be, there's a lot going on. So let's actually go to maybe we go to a 2-minute chart and we can get a better idea of what was playing out here. Be able to see some of that movement a bit better. So remember, going back to Friday, that we had this target down at 46.65 quarter that never got hit. And then coming into this morning, we had this target over here, way down here, at 46.71, and that was also not achieved. And that was from this break right here, and that was not achieved. So a couple of things here along the way as the market has crawled higher that it has left these unfilled targets down lower. So what did we say starting off? If you go back and you watch the video, and I put the link for that video in the box below this video here, so down where you can see the description for this video, I put that link in there so you can go back and watch that so you can refresh your memory on whatever we talked about. But basically we said that anywhere between this 05 3/4 up to 09 3/4, somewhere up into here, that this was the area that we liked short. So between here and here we liked it short somewhere in there. Now remember, the all-time high is up here at 1175, so 11 3/4. So what we said is that a move up into here, we wanted to be shorting up into here. Now what did we say would be important for lower? We said this green line, that's a T1, and then this green line, and then this green line. And then we said if they could come down and get back below this 0275 and then hold below here, and there's really 0275, maybe that was 02 half, 0275, and 03. So every tick here, for 3 ticks, there's a price, and there's the CP right here at 02 quarter. So a little bit going on right here, and so we want to be shorting up here, looking for a move down lower, but we said this was definitely an area to take profit, definitely an area to take some profit, definitely an area to take some profit. So what you can see, the market opens, it spikes through here, it goes 1 point, just 4 ticks on the S&P, just 4 ticks through this level, and there's an opportunity to get short. So we said anywhere, and this, if again, go back and watch it, we said somewhere between here and here we want to get short up in this area. So certainly breaking this by 1 point, that's hardly anything that would negate the trade. And then it dropped from here right down to 97.50, but only to the exact tick. So we're short from up here, and we're covering some down here, and that's about an 8.5 point move. So that's your very first profit area. Then we can resell this up here, and you'll see there was a bit going on right here. So they came up, they touched this 02 half. You can see this high right here is 02 half. So they touched 02 half right there. Another move down to 97.50 to the tick, and then this move up here to 03 to the tick at 03, and then a sell-off down through this 96. So at this point we're thinking they're coming down here to 90 half. That's what we mean when we say one step at a time. We broke here, we're coming down, and we're coming to here, we broke here, we're coming to here. So now I want to sell another bounce for a move down to this 90 half. So here's a bounce to 4700. This is 4700 quarter. No real follow through right there, so if this comes back I want to sell it a little higher. So I would sell this area again. So there you go, it comes up now here, 0275, 0275. We literally said if it got below here and could hold here, we'd want to be sellers. And that's the exact scenario played out. So we're holding some short from up here still for a bigger target down here. And then we're reselling this bounce, and we're reselling this bounce, and we're looking for, and then look, it comes back, holds here again within one tick. Yeah, within one tick, the low's 97.25. And then this ends up holding, and then nice drop, that's 91.25. We can sell any of these bounces again. So any of these bounces we can resell. And eventually we should get down here to this 90.5. That was within 3 ticks, so there you go. Comes down, hits 93.25, trades through that a little bit. Okay, so now what's on the table? So now what's on the table is this down here, 84.5. And then if they can break that, it opens up back down to 71. So let's see, comes back up. We can sell any of these bounces. They could easily bounce back up into here, no problem. So they could bounce back up into here even, no problem. So let's see, kind of hanging around. There's a little bit of a bounce. There's a reaction off the KP. Comes through that a little bit. This KP is at 98. Comes to 98.50. A little bit more, 99.25. And then, so all of this, it came down. If we sold here, you know, it doesn't really go anywhere. So we talked about this in one of the videos just recently. I think that maybe that was on Friday. But ultimately, we're looking for this follow through lower. And what do we get? Another reaction off this 90.5. These have just been unbelievable. So goes from down here to the green line. It uses that KP to the tick. Down here to this. Back up into here. We could sell either one of these. And then this leads us into the close, and then going into the Globex session. Remember, 84.5 was midway between the prediction points. There it is. That's on the table. That target's filled. So from where we started selling this morning at 06, the market dropped all the way down here to 84.5. And there's a, you know, it's a pretty nice move down there. So 22 points. So that's just to right there. We're still looking for lower, and this brings us right into where we currently are. The low so far is 80.25. Now, I haven't seen prediction points for tomorrow yet, but that is pretty straightforward in my book on, you know, what you're doing. We said we're selling unless there was a breakout. There was no breakout, and so unless you've just got tons of cash that you're sitting on, we want to be sellers. And so we sold here, covered some, sold it again, covered some, sold it again, covered some at one of these two, and then resold any bounce here, resold this bounce, covered some of it there, and then resold this bounce again, which took a while to play out, cover some of it there. But when we say covered some of it, it's like 97.50. This moved 7 points. For a lot of traders, that's an entire trade. And then finally, we got some movement and some follow through down to here. So I know not everyone can hold into Globex or does hold into Globex. But to me, that's just as straightforward as it gets for today. It's hard to get a, I mean, besides getting the very top tick, it's hard to get it a lot better than that. That was to the tick. Those were to the tick. This was to the tick, that was to the tick, that was to the tick. I mean, it's hard to do better than what we did today, but that's pretty normal. That's what we do in MAP every day. So this is a pretty typical day. It's just really executing and putting the trades on and taking the trades off. So hopefully that's helpful. Hopefully that teaches you a bit about how I'm using prediction points, using these targets, and then trading around that. And so that's it. That's what I'm looking for. So I will see you guys in class if you are part of the class that we're currently running. So I'll see you in class on Wednesday. And otherwise, if you're not part of the class, I'll see you in the next YouTube video that we do.